And welcome to Hero Power. I'm your host, Avantes, and as always, I am joined by my co-host, Zeroshio.
What is up, what is up, what is up?
And to not only, once in a lifetime, we have the indomitable, the amazing, the very special guest, ML Streams himself, Mike Lowe. What's up, sir?
Zeroshio just stole my opening, so there's that.
he does that, yeah.
What is up? What is up? What is up? I'm just kidding. How you guys doing? Yo, this is dope to be here. Finally, this is great, man.
And
I'm glad we're finally getting low with Mike Lowe.
That's right.
For real.
Yeah,
getting the low down.
We've been trying for a while now to find a way to get you on the show, and it seems like things have always come up or never been able to line up schedules, and
yeah, I know, man.
all the planets aligned, and here you are. So
seriously,
you are a busy man.
You guys, no, you guys are busy too. It's not just me. Hold on. Wait a second. We're all busy.
That's true. In fact, let's talk about being busy. So the way I understand it, you've got a new show on the horizon.
Yes, new podcast starting up with me and Ziggy Sarah. It's called ZeeGee Talk Radio. It's going to be launching later this month. We're going to record our first show. It's going to be on Saturdays where we record on the 28th, and then we're going to launch on July 30th, on that Monday.
Oh, there you go. Launch date confirmed.
Launch date confirmed.
Nice,
no announcement to the announcement, nothing like Blizzard. No, straight to the facts. Getting straight to it.
So you it's yourself and Ziggy Sarah.
Yes.
She's wonderful, by the way. She's just a great content creator, just a great player, just a great person overall. She's actually been on the show before too.
Yeah.
Can you give us a little synopsis? What's the show about? What kind of content will the listeners expect to hear?
Yeah, so ZeeGee Radio, it's going to be a podcast dedicated to gaming and friendships. Because without either, the world is a dark, sad place. Do you guys agree?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Now, when you say gaming, you mean general gaming, right?
Yes. So the friendship part ties in where we both met through Hearthstone, where she was streaming, but the friendship transcends beyond the game. So I see it as over time, other games will come into play. I don't want to just pigeonhole it to Hearthstone, but that's obviously both of our loves. But I'm going to mostly talk about Hearthstone. And then as time goes on, whatever catches my eye, it'll obviously get mixed in. But I know she plays World of Warcraft. She plays a plethora of games. So I'll rely on Ziggy for the other aspects in that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe you'll find some new games that you love.
And there'll be a lot of focus on more of the community aspect of the gaming than necessarily the gameplay itself, right?
Yeah, because to me, the point of the show is basically to let people hear me and Ziggy hang out, talk, catch up with each other throughout the past week. But down the line, we're looking to bring guests on so we can pull back the curtain on said individuals, such as Avantes or Zeroshio, just kind of dig deeper into who you are. And Avantes shaking his head no.
I'm game.
Oh, okay, cool. Because here was my spin on it. I know everyone has their own said content where they're located, but when do you ever actually get the time to speak to said individual one-on-one? So that's my goal. Once we get past the first 5 or 6 episodes, start bringing the guests in, and then we can actually spend that hour talking with the guests. But yeah, like you said, the focus on the show is community and connecting. Because without connection, then what is the point of all this?
Exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So, all right. Well, we'll hear more from Mike on that here a little later in the show. But first up, we've got quite a bit of news to cover this week. I don't know if you guys heard, there was a small announcement yesterday on July 10th of a new Hearthstone set. So they introduced the Boomsday Project. So before we dig into that, I'm going to let you guys hear and see a little bit of what was revealed yesterday.
Hey there, I'm Dr. Boom. I live to build things. mostly. So, come work with me, and we'll create all kinds of new inventions. Bombs, mostly.
Science!
You can go into success with no regrets when you work with Dr. Boom.
Oh, yeah! Technology!
You can work with the best and the brightest when you work with Dr. Boom.
Ginormous mechanical pneumatic gorilla robot arms for smashing everything.
What he said. Yeah.
Work with Dr. Boom.
Come add your skills to my team at Boom Laboratories. We're exploding with opportunity.
Dr. Boom is not responsible for severed, exploded, or lost body parts. Revealing location of semi-secret lab is punishable by death.
It's the Boomsday Project, an entire Hearthstone expansion about science.
Yes, it's science.
Exploding with opportunity. I've never actually seen the trailer. I just saw like images on Twitter, so that was my first time. Thank you for
Yes.
that. Thank you.
And
Cool.
I am very excited about this expansion. I can safely say this. You know, we've been doing the Alchemy Lab episodes for quite a while now, and well, Blizzard finally caught up with us.
Yeah, I'm really excited because the theme itself, everybody's had speculations and guesses, and we didn't speculate too much on the show, but I kind of was hoping there'd be something with Nether's Storm, and the fact that they're involving another set of goblins, the Boom in this expansion. I know that Virsica isn't necessarily a big fan of GVG. And so he may not like this. We'll find out more next week when he's back on from his shark swimming vacation. But the fact that it's kind of like science experiments and inventions and it's more focused around what the creations that the Boom organization creates. I'm really, yes, we know you're wearing the goggles and the lab coat. We get it. Stroking your beard you don't even have. But for those in the audio portion, listen to us on a download. Avantis has decided to dress up for the occasion, wearing some goggles and the lab coat. If you want to check that out, go to HeroPowerHS.com, and the VODs are all there. But I'm really excited about this theme. It's really, really cool. I'm bubbling. I want to play with these cards. A few cards that have been released. Again, we're not going to talk about them in detail this week, but they're really, really exciting, and they're totally different.
Yeah, and what we are going to talk about this week is a couple of the new mechanics that were introduced in this video. And as Zeroshio had mentioned, they're kind of bringing back mechs. And, we last saw a big influx of mechs in the Goblins versus Gnomes expansion. And now we're kind of coming back to that, which, don't get me wrong, Dr. Boom, absolutely one of my favorite characters ever introduced in this game. So I am so stoked that Dr. Boom is finally getting his own expansion. And one of the new mechanics we're going to see is mech specific, and it is called magnetic. So it allows you to combine a mech in play with a targeted mech that has the magnetic ability to combine their stats and text to create a new mech, basically. And those, I love this idea of taking two things and fusing them together. Mike, what are your thoughts on this magnetic keyword?
My thoughts are 10 for 10. I think it's amazing. Yeah, like you said, fusing. It reminds me when I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day, when they they had polymerization. I can't wait to what's the card? The Nightmare Amalgam. How do you pronounce it?
Nightmare Amalgam.
Amalgam. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one obviously is every minion type. I want to play that.
Yeah.
I forgot where I read this. My brain was working. Somehow do a Zombeast magnetic. Is that making sense? I read that somewhere briefly.
Because technically, if you get a Nightmare Amalgam in your Zombeast, it will also be a mech. So you could, in theory, the example they gave, and we'll go ahead and just say here is it's a 3-mana 2/2 spider bomb, and it has the magnetic ability, and it also has the death rattle of destroy a random enemy minion. And what's really interesting about that is you can use the magnetic ability on a mech that's already in play. It all of a sudden gets +2/+2 stats, and since it was already on the board, you can attack with it. And if it dies, it's going to destroy a random minion. So there's so much tempo you gain from that. It seems like a really neat ability. I can't wait to see what other cards have magnetic on them, and I really hope this mechanic sticks around.
Yeah. It sounds,
I see what you did there. So
that's good.
The other new mechanic that we're seeing is a group of cards known as Omega. And basically, the way these work, they have a battle cry effect that takes place if you have 10 mana crystals in play. So if you play this with 10, they have these crazy abilities. The one they showed gets +10 attack if you play it after turn 10.
It's a 4-mana 2/6 taunt that becomes a 12/6. That's ridiculous. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to cost 10 mana. It just means if you have 10 mana, then it gets that ability. So it's still going to be a 4-mana 12/6 in this case. So I'm just and again, this is another very odd, very out there mechanic. Again, it's not a keyword mechanic. It's kind of like the Joust mechanic was in TGT, where it just has a wording on there that's consistent with other cards. Again, super stoked to see something new, and I'm gonna expect ways to break the Omega cards that I think it's gonna be really fun.
Yeah, I thoroughly plan on breaking this. I cannot wait. It's gonna be amazing. Because 3 years ago, when Inspire, before it came out, the idea of it, I was like, that's amazing. But obviously, we saw how that flopped. So this fusion, polymerization, magnetic idea, I'm ready to run with this. I want to see how it works. Because right now, we only have 8 mechs in standard. So I'm hoping they just flood this set with mechs and make it crazy. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And no, you're fine. And I interrupt people. You'll just have to get used to it.
Oh, I know that.
This set does show that it plans to really go all in on the mech and possibly the elemental minion types, and I'm really excited for that. There's going to be so many potentials. This first Omega card they show seems really powerful, and I hope that they're all of this power level or slightly better. I hope that we didn't just get the best, the cream of the crop, like they did with Inspire, which, for the record, as a host of Hero Power, Inspire is our favorite ability that has ever been put in the game. They need to do more of that, just because it themes with our podcast. But aside from that, I like the Omega cards. I can't wait to see. I'm really excited to see more cards being released.
So our chat is really excited about the new mechanics as well. Matt at Arms says he finds the magnetic ability to be pretty polarizing. And Ink says there are positives and negatives to both of these, so we'll have to wait and see what happens.
Our chat is on fire with the puns. Virsica would be very proud, and I guarantee you he's shaking his head right now.
Oh, he's in chat, so you never know.
So I see, shout out to Audrey Killers. I see you in chat. What's up? How you doing?
And shout out for the follow. Thank you very much. It's greatly appreciated.
Awesome.
All right. So we've talked about the 2 new mechanics that are coming in, but what about projects? So what is a project? Well, a project is a powerful legendary spell. That's right. For the first time ever, we're getting legendary spells.
First time ever, asterisks. Technically, quests were
99.99732%.
Well, I have a question. If you play Gadgets and Auctioneer and then a quest, what happens?
Oh, you can draw a card.
Okay, then. Keep going. Carry on.
So
Point made.
these powerful legendary spells will actually benefit both players. And again, the example they showed was a druid spell. Both players gain 2 mana crystals.
Yeah, it's the biology project.
Yeah.
And a few of the professional players and podcasters, streamers and whatnot, especially Firebat, has said this card is absolutely broken. And I really think the only way this card is going to get balanced out is if the other projects are equally as strong. And if that's the case, you're really going to have some swingy games, especially if their mana cost is as low as this one. Of course, this one, for what it does, 1 mana is the perfect price point. Hopefully the other ones don't. I'm hoping that this project doesn't become like the quest where there's only 1 or 2 quests, like the Mage quest was used all the time, or the Warrior quest, and then the other ones kind of died and went the way of the dodo. Hopefully there's more than just 1 or 2 that are prime, and I'm hoping there's one for every class, which it sounds like there will be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we've really looking forward to seeing what else is going to be in the project category. As Zeroshio said, hopefully they're all equally as powerful, and we'll see a pretty interesting meta once this hits. The next thing we're getting is legendary inventors. Now, these are inventor-themed legendary minions with unique effects. Now, we've not seen any of these yet.
Well, we've seen one.
Who?
We've seen the shaman one.
Oh, you're talking about the legendary. Okay, so that's the inventor. Gotcha.
Yeah, and that's an inventor, and they actually showed a mage one just got revealed today, just shortly before show. So far we've seen 2 class ones.
Yeah.
And those are really, I think they're going to be neat. They're just going to be basically flavor. And in the video they also kind of teased that there will be a Dr. Boom card. And he will be a warrior hero card, but that's all we know so far. All we saw was that it was Doctor, and it covered up his name, Mad Genius, and it had everything else covered by a beaker near the camera. Kind of like what they did with Hagatha, where it was kind of concealed on the ground. They did that again, and it was it covered up Boom, but it was clearly Dr. Boom.
Of course, yeah.
It looked like him and everything, and it was a warrior hero card. So I'm really excited to see what they do with that. Hagatha was one of those that when people saw it, they were like, "Oh, it's awesome." Oh, maybe it's not. Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, no, maybe it's not. And then
I saved Dust and I crafted her golden. I love that card.
Yes.
April
and
12th.
then I opened her golden, and then all of a sudden she became like an integral staple in Shutterwalk decks. So maybe this happens again, and hopefully they reveal more hero cards. It looks like this might be the only hero card, but maybe it's not. We don't know. I'd love to have all 9 classes get a hero card by the end of this year, so that when Frozen Throne rotates out, you still have a hero card for each class. But only time will tell. We only have 2 more sets this year, so they would have to release 8 more. Or 7 on top of this one, so
right.
We'll just have to see if that's the way they decide to go or not.
Yeah.
Hey, really quick,
Sure.
did you guys hear about this 36 damage OTK that you can possibly do next set?
No.
Would you like to hear it? It's from Raffle HS.
Absolutely.
So it requires the rogue legendary spell, Mira's Unstable Element, where you draw the rest of your deck. So here's how it goes. Ready? Preparation into Mira's Unstable Element, plus prep, plus sprint, plus counterfeit coin, plus counterfeit coin, plus coin, plus sprint. You're dead. Yeah.
You're dead.
When I read that, I was
that's the
dead.
important thing there is you're dead.
Yeah.
You're dead and you're playing wild.
Yo, I read it on
that's
Instagram. It's crazy. Instagram's wild right now. Yeah.
That's
Now on that note, our community, and if you want to be part of our Discord community, this is the time to become a patron. because during reveal season we have some of the best patrons that are constantly making sure to get new card information, theory craft. We're always discussing basically everything about the set, the goods, the highs, the lows, and Mad at Arms always make sure to put in a spreadsheet for everybody to fill out to rate the cards, so that we could talk about it on the show and just in the community in general. One of the things that was discussed is that this may open up a Togwaggle rogue deck, and anywhere that Togwaggle can become viable, where basically you just draw your entire deck, and then just swap it with your opponent, and now he has no cards.
Nothing you could do.
Oopsie, nothing you could do. So it's really neat, the ideas that are coming out of this, and we've only really seen, I think, 6 cards now, and we have 130 some cards left to see. I'm really excited about this. I'm also excited to see new solo content.
Yeah. So, on that note, they're talking about the new solo content being called Unsanctioned Research. And these are going to be puzzle-solving themed adventures. So I know I've seen a lot of people on social media talking about how excited they are for this puzzle theme. So there's going to be 4 types of puzzles. You're going to have lethal, which is puzzles solved by defeating the enemy hero. You're going to have mirror, which are puzzles solved by creating a perfectly mirrored battlefield. You'll have board clear, which is puzzles solved by clearing the battlefield of all minions. And you'll have survival, which is puzzles solved by surviving the enemy's hero power. So we could see some really interesting effects here and some really interesting adventures leading into this based off of this theme. Zeroshio, what are your thoughts about this solo? I know you said you're excited for this solo content. What are your thoughts?
Yeah. I have actually been doing a lot of CCGs and online CCGs, and Magic the Gathering had a Magic Duels, Duels of the Planeswalker, and they came out with a different one every year, and they had puzzles, and I love them. Eternal also had puzzles, and I love them. I've been wanting something like a solve this scenario style in Hearthstone. The only thing I'm worried about with being solo content is if it's literally like, here's a puzzle, solve it, and there's a specific way to solve it, then it can be net decked easily, and people just wait until they get the solution. What I'm hoping they do is they set up specific scenarios with bosses, and there is still AI involved. So the first time you attempt it and fail, the next time it'll be very similar and maybe the same boss with the same deck, same ability, but maybe the scene changes a little bit and you can't solve it exactly the same way. Maybe it'll be the same style of deck, but your gameplay will determine whether you can solve it or not. I'm hoping that's the way they go. I think they're going to do great with it. They always do good with the solo content. So far, to me, they've batted 100 since they started doing the solo content. Outside of making the adventure sets themselves, when they started including the solo content in with the sets, they've done a great job. And I don't think they're going to miss on this. I'm already excited. They've done that. There has been some screenshots that have been found that were put in our Discord channel. We have a channel set up just for new release information that Mad at Arms keeps populated, and so far I'm really impressed.
Mike, anything you want to add?
For me, up until Zeroshio just said it, I was hyped until I thought about the first solo content that came out for Knights. What was that one? Dungeon Run? Right?
Yeah,
Dungeon
Knights?
Run.
No, it wasn't Dungeon Run. It was just Wings. It was I just kind of set it up.
Oh, which one was Dungeon Run? Kobolds?
That was Kobolds and Catacombs.
All right. Yeah. That killed it for me. And then Monster Hunt was cool, except for Cannoneer. That hero power was lame. Obviously, I had to do it for the quest. So I'm hoping with this solo content, there's some incentive that will keep me coming back besides grinding it out for a week on my stream and then leaving and never playing again. But I do like the idea of these puzzles. I didn't think of this until Zeroshio said it. I hope it isn't a set way to win and then you can find that dex and it's over. I'm hoping that it is unique and every time that you play, you can approach it differently. But new content period always excites me. I'm not one, you guys know this, to be negative about the game or tweet negative. I'm obviously going to play the heck out of it, grind it on stream, and have feedback on it. So overall, I'm excited, period. Any new content from Hearthstone, I'm all about. Let's get it.
Well, I do want to point out that with the dungeon run and with the monster hunt, there was a combination of 48 possible bosses, so that you never really have the same run twice. So I could see them doing something like that with this content, where there's like 24 or 48 possible puzzle combinations, and you never draw the same one twice. That would be kind of cool.
That'd
be crazy.
Neat.
Yeah.
If the goal is to finish so many experiments without failing, that would be very similar to the dungeon runs and the monster hunt, and those various experiments change from time to time, and it tells you what you're supposed to. Well, obviously you know what you're supposed to accomplish, but it'll tell you who your opponent is and give you the scenario. Yeah, that's kind of neat. If they go that route. Now, last time they delayed the solo content release by 2 weeks. I don't know. They haven't said whether they're going to do that this time. I actually liked it that they did that because it gave us 2 weeks to absorb the new content, absorb the new cards, make some new decks, and then once we started having fun on the ladder with these new cards, and then we could go into the solo content instead of having to, especially if somebody likes to stream, having to try to choose, do I want to stream some of the new decks in the meta or do I want to stream the solo content, and having to choose. If they delay it by 2 weeks like last time, I could stream new decks that are in the meta, for 2 weeks, and then go to the solo content, then go back to the new decks. So I hope they delay it, but either way, I'm going to play it.
I see what you're saying. I guess what frustrated me before, not frustrated, but they delayed it for 2 weeks, and a week in, I literally forgot about it. And then when the second week came, and then it came out, I was like, oh yeah, there's solo content. Let's stream that. But I can see both sides, but my preference would just be release it all at once and let people decide. But I do see where you're coming from, and that's why I like Zeroshio, because you always give me different viewpoints and lines to play.
Okay, so
I want to do it all.
I have news. I have breaking news. Matt at Arms said in chat that he thought he had heard there was upwards of 100 puzzles. Well,
100?
I want to say I can confirm there is indeed 100 different mind-boggling puzzles to be solved in the puzzle lab.
Yo.
Wow.
100. You heard it here first.
So that would mean if there's 4 different types of puzzles, then that would mean there's 25 or more of each.
Yeah. So
roughly.
the official statement is the Boomsday Project is a scientific endeavor of maddening scope. So Dr. Boom is calling in everyone to help, including interns. In the Boomsday Project single-player mode, the Puzzle Lab, players can earn Dr. Boom's favor by solving over 100 different mind-boggling puzzles. Players will have to wrestle with a variety of brain teasers that'll put their wits to the test, like lethal puzzles, which challenge them to make a match-winning play with a specific board state, survival puzzles, which task them to stay alive against stacked odds with scant tools available at their disposal. Bright researchers who survive the gauntlet will earn a one-on-one with Dr. Boom himself in his personal workshop.
Nice. So once you get all 4 of the puzzle sections done, then you will go on to the boss fight, which would be Dr. Boom, which I assume is if they're going to give you a reward for completing it, you'll get it after beating Dr. Boom. Awesome. If that's the information we have.
And the solo content Puzzle Lab opens August 21st.
So it is going to be rough 2 weeks.
2 weeks after the release. That is
So
correct.
we didn't say that yet. The set release date has already been announced. It is going to be August the 7th.
That's right. 28 days from now.
Yeah.
So
It's
get
nuts.
to grinding that gold, guys. You got 28 days to save up as
Coming out
much
on
gold as you can.
On a Tuesday.
Yeah.
I am
Tuesdays
close.
off.
I am close to 4,000 gold and close to 14,000 dust.
Yo, you want to slide some of that my way?
So, like, I guess the question is how do we find out more about these cards? And there's obviously they trickled some cards out on Monday, and then a couple more are probably going to be given out by Blizzard. But there is an official stream date of July 23rd on the Play Hearthstone Twitch channel, and they are going to be doing the stream like they did last time. They haven't said who's going to be hosting it yet, especially with B.O.M.S.D.A.Y no longer being part of the Hearthstone team. So I'm excited to see Peter Whalen's doing nothing but killing it over there. Dave Kosak's doing a good job. So I expect it to be very exciting. Hopefully they involve Frodan and some wild hair color of his. I'm in love with Frodan's hair, by the way. If you haven't heard that before, which I'm sure you have. This is great. I mean, it's all they've announced it now, and then what? The 23rd is 2 weeks away.
12 days from today. From the day we're recording, 12 days.
So 2 weeks from the day they announced the set, they're going to start revealing the cards. So yeah, I mean, they're just knocking this out.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, the 23rd is a Monday, and then the set will release 2 weeks later on a Tuesday. So
I hope Day 9 is involved. That guy has a magnetic personality.
I like it.
Day 9 is probably one of my most favorite presenters. The man can make anything exciting, and he can make a joke about anything, and that's what I love about him. While if you watch the stream, there's been many times he's gotten bad beats and things didn't work his way, and he's been upset about it, but it's always comes off in a positive way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that about him.
Yeah.
Very true.
All right. So, in other news, more recent, like now news, update 11.4 went live the same day as the announcement. And what did update 11.4 bring us? Well, it brought us the pre-purchase packages for Boomsday Project.
Wait. Did you say pre-purchase packages? Plural?
2?
Gosh, Zeroshio, I sure did.
That's wild.
So,
I was trying to make it like smooth, all right?
all right.
You had to script it up with me.
So, as they've done in the past, they are releasing a $49.99 bundle, which contains 50 packs and a random golden legendary. But this time, you're getting a card back with it.
Yep. Now, they've done this before where you get a card back, but then they changed it so you get like a portrait or something, and then they've changed it back. So they've switched back and forth. So this time we get a card back called the Mecha Jiraxis card back.
Yep. And you get a random golden legendary and 50 packs for $49.99. That's a great deal. I mean, that's the deal we've come to expect from them. $1 a pack. I'll buy that all day long.
All day, every day.
That's right. But this time, they're also including a mega bundle.
Wait, there's more?
Yes.
But wait, there's more.
Toss it up there, and Mike just knocks it out of the park. Virsica's done. He just didn't know it yet.
No, he has to come back because I'm starting my own show. He has to come back.
All right. So the mega bundle is going to be $79.99 again for 80 packs. So still $1 a pack. You get the random golden legendary. You get the Mecha Jiraxis card back. Okay. So I'm just paying $30 for 30 more packs. That's great. Mike, say it. Say it.
Wait,
wait.
is there more?
There's more. That's
Oh
right.
my god.
With the Mega Bundle,
God.
you also get the Mecha Jiraxis Warlock Hero.
Now there's 3. So sick.
Right. Yo,
So you say that's what you get, but that's not true because that's what I got. Because both of these bundles are purchasable now. As a matter of fact, they went live yesterday on Tuesday on Patch Day, and you can actually use the Mecha Jiraxis card back and the Mecha Jiraxis Warlock Hero Portrait immediately.
Right now.
Right now, as soon as you purchase it.
All right, puns are over. You actually can? I didn't know that.
yes.
You can.
You
And
absolutely can.
furthermore,
Okay.
you can buy both bundles.
You're
Now
not
that's-
locked to one or the other. You can buy
Oh.
both.
Now you can only buy each one time, but if you buy both, you'll be paying roughly $130 for 130 packs, still $1 per pack. You will get the card back. You will get the Mecha Jiraxis
Hero?
Warlock Hero, and you will get 2 random golden legendaries. And those could be any legendary you want if you so choose to dust them.
So, you're telling me I can get the pre-order bundle and the mega bundle, therefore fusing them together for 130 packs?
Yep.
That's pretty magnetic.
Hey, my man.
This
This is
joke better stick around.
All right. But yeah, so in all seriousness, those bundles are available now, and as Rocio said, the rewards are available in game as of right now. So as soon as you
I'm already
purchase
using
them-
my Mecha Jiraxis portrait.
How are the
and my
emotes?
card back. Oh, the emotes are really good. Now, I will say his death emote is not as dramatic as Jiraxis's regular death emote, but all the rest are pretty good. And you know, whenever you do oops, it's like error. So he kind of has this combination of robotic voice and Jiraxis voice. It's really neat. Like sometimes he talks more Jiraxis-y, like demon-y, and other times he talks more mechy, like he's half and half. It's pretty cool. They kind of cyborged him up, but I like it.
You know what I wish, before we segue, I wish that when new sets came out, like Mecha Jiraxis, I don't know much about World of Warcraft, but I wish when they release new sets, like a character like this, there was some kind of like animation or cartoon. My daughter talks about this all the time. So it'd be cool to see like a Hearthstone cartoon about like Mecha Jiraxis and all those other guys coming out. But that's just my idea for my daughter.
yeah,
Not
that
I'm
would
sorry,
be-
not my idea, my daughter's idea.
That would
She's
be
10.
really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Jiraxis is ingrained in the World of Warcraft lore, but
Yeah.
Mecha Jiraxis is a purely made up for Hearthstone character. So
Yeah.
it would be cool if they had something like that. Now, Blizzard did release an animated cartoon today. If you guys watched the announcement trailer, at the very end, Wormhole opened up, sucked them all in, and intern Levi awoke outside Boom Laboratories as a cartoon.
And now, not only just a cartoon, it was one of those raunchy animation style cartoons.
Yeah.
Oh, got you. Okay.
And today they released what is apparently going to be part 1 of an ongoing series talking about what happens, and it's all animated, and it's fantastic.
And so far in those animated series, they reveal a card.
Yeah, they
Now,
revealed
they may
a card
reveal
in the
more
animated
cards.
series.
They may reveal more cards in each anime series. We don't know, and I'm hoping they do this, you know, periodically over the next 2 weeks before the release. A lot of people get really kind of bummed out. Oh, we got to wait 2 weeks before they start revealing cards. But truthfully, Blizzard will usually trickle out about a dozen cards roughly before the big reveal, and then they trickle 2 weeks worth of more cards to finish to cap it all off at that point.
Whole lot of trickling.
That's right. So, also with 11.4, we are going to see the return of the Midsummer Fire Festival.
Yep.
So, if you guys remember this from last year,
Yes.
double the gold rewards
Yes.
during the festival. So this will help some of us, like me, who's behind on saving gold for this expansion, to kind of catch up. So, you know, I've always in the past tried to have about 5,000 gold available to buy 50 packs whenever a new set comes out. as of right now, I've only got about 2,000. So this Midsummer Fire Festival is going to be a great way for people to, make up that gap.
Mm-hmm. So. I've got about 400 gold. Fast forward the episode.
Woo!
Wait,
but I have all the cards, so I don't care.
So the Taverns of Time really helped me out. The one thing that I've always had a problem with going into a set is I buy packs and with gold and I save up a lot of dust, or I neglect crafting anything, and neglect buying any packs, and I only save up gold. So I usually will go into a new set with a lot of dust or a lot of gold, not both. With the Taverns of Time, like I said, I've gotten close to 14,000 dust, and I'm creeping up on 4,000 gold. I would have had more, but I wanted to play some arena, and I really want to have at least 5,000 to 6,000 gold. And now this Midsummer Fire Festival is going to help me finish off that gold cap for me, where I want to kind of top off the last bit of gold I can over the next month, and go in with a lot of gold. Mainly, usually I try to buy another set of 50 packs, but arena is always the most fun after a new set, and I'm hoping because these bundles are so big now, I can just go off the bundle and then focus on playing arena. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Also, if you guys listened to last week's Hero Power, we talked about the upcoming minion type changes. Well, those have actually been put into the game. Those changes have taken effect, and the card art changes for the Witchwood Grizzly have taken effect. So you can check those out in the game.
Just so you guys are aware, Mountain Giant and Big Spell Mage is for real.
Oh, yeah.
It is winning me so many games. Because throwing that Mountain Giant out and they can't deal with it, and then throwing down Jaina and gaining 8 health, it's such a swing.
Oh yeah. Also, they made some performance improvements to the collection manager and the mobile client, specifically the way the game performs on some newer devices like the iPhone X. You should see a smoother game now than what you were seeing. And they also launched the August card back. The card backs for the August season went into the game. So check all that out and get ready for that Midsummer Fire Festival. Make sure you're ready to complete some quests and earn some gold.
Yep.
This week's Tavern Brawl is a repeat. It is ShiftCon. So swap stories with fellow shifters at the Tavern Shifter Convention. Choose a class and we'll fill your deck with shifters and spells. So you guys know the shifter is the 1-mana 1/1 that changes into a random minion each turn. So nothing really new here. So go get your pack. Go get your free pack.
Did you guys play today?
I have not had a chance yet.
Yeah, I did. I did, and normally I like to see variations on these Tavern Brawls, but this week I definitely want to give them a pass because they made sure to focus their effort on seamlessly revealing the new set without any hiccups at all. Nobody accidentally releasing the YouTube video, ahead of time. So the joke around that is while the new set, the Boomsday Project was revealed, they revealed it, I think, at like 5 o'clock Pacific time, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Whoever posted up the YouTube video forgot to hit private. They did it as public and then quickly took it down. But not before Reddit and a few other people were able to download it and get it. And then shortly after, I think it had been like maybe 10 minutes, it went live again. And then a few hours later, the website went up. So they had planned to reveal the set already that day. Just somebody just didn't click something right, and that happens.
Yeah.
But
if you guys haven't seen that August card back, it's the Lemonade. It is awesome. It looks so good. Matt at Arms, however, says he's a little sour on it.
So for ShiftCon, I played ShiftCon today. I haven't played Tavern Brawl in a while. Not to take up a whole segment, but really quick. Before Tavern Brawl started, before it became a thing, I was trying to find ways to make content. Tavern Brawl came out, I made an Instagram page, and I literally would just highlight Tavern Brawls every week when they came out. So I've been playing like a month or 2 months. I played today around like 12 o'clock, and I won first try, in and out. Turn 4 or turn 6. I took a picture of it. My shifter turned into a Glinda.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yep. I'll post a screenshot later. I put a video up too. Turned into Glinda. I literally every turn just kept abusing it, putting out shifters Xeris, and then on another turn towards the end of the game, one of the shifters turned into a Dustbreaker. So I played 2 Dustbreakers. It didn't activate, but there's still 3 3s. While my opponent only has, he had what's this? A Pantry Spider? Yeah, he has a Pantry Spider, 1/3 against my gigantic board of minions. And I eventually just overwhelmed him. I had spells. I was a mage. They were the druid. They just had no chance. So I was in and out real quick. But that Glinda is clutch. Like that was ZeeGee right there.
If somebody wants to check out your Tavern Brawl Instagram, how would they find it?
Well, unfortunately, the post for the Tavern Brawl kind of slowed down. This is like a year or 2 ago. But I do make deck codes and imagery for that and reshare popular deck codes. So they could go to HS Deck Codes on Twitter and check me out there. That's my new active content that I put up.
Sweet.
But I do appreciate that.
Yeah. All right. So that brings us to this week's deck list, which was submitted by Mike. And this is Mike Lowe's Darkmire Strike deck. So I'm going to run down the deck list like I do every week, and then I'm going to turn it over to Mike to talk about how the deck plays and what you're looking for and that kind of jazz. So, all right, this is a rogue deck, and it is 2 Cold Blood, 2 Deadly Poison, 2 Dire Mole, 2 Firefly, 2 Sinister Strike, 2 South Sea Deckhand. That's a lot of 1 mana cost minions. Then you've got 2 Blink Fox, 2 Hinch Clan Thug, 1 Ironbeak Owl, 2 SI7 Agents, 1 Vicious Fledgling, and 1 Void Ripper. Then you've got 1 Cobalt Scalebane, 2 Fungalmancers, Leroy Jenkins, 2 Vilespine Slayers, 2 Darkmire Moonkin, and Baku the Moon Eater. So obviously, this is an odd deck. So,
very odd.
Yeah.
Mike, tell us about it.
So this deck fully operates just like your standard odd rogue. I built this when the new set came out. I've used this to climb up to rank 10. So whenever I fell behind, you know how the ranks fall back 4. Playing a lot in the UHL. I was playing in Coin Concede Listener League, doing other things. So I wasn't as hyper focused on ladder like I normally was. So I wanted to find an aggro deck, and I kept hitting that rank 11 wall. And there was like 4 or 5 games in a row. I was playing regular odd rogue where I'm like 2 or 3 points away from lethal. So I'm like, how can I hit for 3 life damage over a taunt? What's different? Went through the collection, saw Darkmire Moonkin. I'm known for making weird stuff. Tried to be Virsica Jr. So I was like, let me add Darkmire because it's 7 mana, and let me slide in Sinister Strike because it's 1 mana, both odd cards. So I was like, I'm ready to run with this. Someone was like, you should do Malygos, etc., etc. But I like to put in the Void Ripper because there are some games where you slam down Darkmire on turn 7 and they just let it sit there, but then they have no taunt. So then out of nowhere, I'll just flip that 2 attack into 8 attack, hit him for 8, got the Sinister Strike, and bam, it's game over. And then I just flew from like rank 13 last month to like rank 7 with this deck. So obviously we're gonna lose to like taunts and things such of that nature, but it's more fun for me to play something a little different.
Yeah,
because they're not expecting it. That was a surprise element.
So if for listeners who might not be, because Darkmire Moonkin is not a relatively common card you see very often. So for those who don't know,
not at all.
It's a 7 mana 2/8 with spell damage +2. So it's got a big butt, it cannot lie, and it loves its spell damage. So
that is pretty. I'm looking. I saw the Darkmire Moonkin. I'm like, wait a minute. Odd Rogue doesn't have any spells that do damage because Eviscerate's not there. And I was like, wait, where is the spell that does damage? Sinister Strike is one of the strongest just spell damage spells for 1 mana you're going to find. It's not in that many decks because, it doesn't have a great curve. But yeah, this is sick. This is,
I mean, it's, I think I was watching a video this week and they were like, who's really worried about 3 damage? Nobody. But you pump that up to 5 damage or 7 damage with a, Moonkin, and all of a sudden, those 1 mana spells are burst threats.
They're 1 mana mind blasts.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Same damage for half the cost. That's sick. That's just
So in no way am I trying to promote or pump this as top tier, anything like that. This purely was created because I fell below rank 10 doing other content stuff and just wanted to catch back up. So anyone who's hardcore out there, calm down. It just pushed me past rank 10 up to 7, just having fun here.
Nice. And having fun's what we love to do. So I'm looking forward to watching you play this here shortly. But before we do that, we have to give you one last chance to pitch your content. Tell us once again about ZeeGee Talk Radio, and tell us any other projects you have going on, like the HS Deck Codes. Give us the complete rundown of Mike Lowe.
All right, so one more time, I'm gonna be launching me and ZeeGee Sarah. We're both Hearthstone players. We both are Twitch affiliates. We've been friends for almost 3 years now. We're gonna be launching a podcast. It's gonna be called ZeeGee Talk Radio. The show is a podcast dedicated to gaming and friendships, because without either, the world would be a sad, dark place. The focus here is to connect people in the community with ourselves. We're going to branch outside of Hearthstone too. We're looking, to just spread the love to everybody we've come across and just kind of get guests on our show, pull the curtain back, and talk to them about their life, what they're into, different projects they might have going on, or their family life, just kind of learn more about them outside of what we know already, if that makes sense. Secondly, we're going to be launching our show. Our first recording is July 28th, and we're going to launch on the Monday after, so July 30th. So we will have 2 episodes out before Boomsday Project? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Before Boomsday Project comes out. So maybe my show is the Boomsday device. Who knows? I'm ready to blow up.
Nice.
Ready to blow up. Yeah, so it's gonna be pretty sweet, man. Little insight. We're gonna have some segments. So we're gonna have favorite Twitter people of the week, where I'll discuss 2 of the week and she'll discuss 2. So that's 4 combined. So that way every week we're showcasing and talking about a lot of different people. Another segment, we're obviously going to talk about Hearthstone, especially with this new expansion coming out. It's perfect time. We're going to have a lot to talk about, just like everybody else. And then the segments following, we're just going to fill it in with different Twitch stuff. We're both parents. We can fill it in with parenthood. And, we have such a great chemistry. It's just going to be a great time. Everyone's going to be pulled in. It's going to be magnetic.
Now, real quick question about it. Now, ZeeGee Sarah comes from the 1600 Dust podcast, who typically tries to keep it right 20-25 minutes. Are you guys going to expect to maybe have a little bit more content, maybe an hour-long show or so?
Oh, no, we're going to blow them out the water. We're doing 26 minutes.
Nice.
No. It's going to be a 1-hour show. And me and ZeeGee, we have to be really strict about this, because we've done Skype calls before where literally just like 4 hours fly by and we're just rambling on about anything. So we both said from the jump, we need to make sure we have time segments, stopwatch on a timer, whatever it is, and make sure we stay on course, especially when the guests come in, because literally we can just go off for hours. I did a Skype call with Spiver one day, and we talked for like 3 or 4 hours. So when you do Skype with good people, time can just fly by. But to answer the question, it'll be a 1-hour show.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. If they want to find you online, find out more about your projects, where can they find you?
Yeah, so take a quick time out, then come back to our Twitch here. It's at ZeeGee Radio, ZeeGee Radio. The name comes from ZeeGee Sarah's community, where she calls us ZeeGees.
Cool.
For those who don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was a cool little play there. And other projects, I used to do a thing called Mike Lowe Talk. So I just kind of wanted to fuse the two together. Once again, magnetic. It's funny how it's coming up now.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Full name, ZeeGee Talk Radio, but for branding, ZeeGee Radio.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And what about Mike Lowe, the man, if they want to follow
Me, myself?
you?
Yeah, they can. You guys can find me on Twitter and Twitch at ML Streams. What I like to do for a side project for the community, I like to go out, search different accounts, see what decks are popping, what's good, what's really on the rise, and maybe some decks that aren't. If there's a deck code for it, I'll reshare it. If there isn't, if I got the time, I like to make a graphic for it, post a deck code. And there are some people who request if I can post a deck code in the thread below for the mobile users. I wasn't aware of this until someone actually emailed me. They said that they couldn't copy it because it's all in one post. So I'll try to help out there when I can. That page is at HS Deck Codes.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's a good time. It's over 200 follows. I didn't think it'd even get that big, so I'm really glad about it. I think it's at 203.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Congratulations.
It's sick. Yeah.
So, all right. Well, that, I believe, is going to do it for us today. If you're joining us on Twitch or YouTube, please stay tuned as we check out Mike Lowe's Darkmire Strike in the play portion of our show. If you are listening to our audio podcast, we'd like to thank you for joining us. Remember, you can follow us on Twitter at HeroPower_cast. You can find all of our past episodes on YouTube at youtube.com/ECMMOGamers or on our website at HeroPowerHS.com. If you enjoy the show, you'd like to help support and improve it, or you'd like to join our patron-only Discord, where you can get access to all these new release cards and all the talk and hop and theory crafting that we do, you can find all that information over at patreon.com/HeroPower. You can get in there for as little as $1 a month, guys. And with all that said, we'll see you again next week.
And don't forget to use your hero power.
All right, gang. I'm ready to see this deck live. I've played it a few games. I've struggled with it because I didn't really understand. But now, after hearing Mike talk about it, I kind of have a better idea of what I was doing wrong. But I'm excited to see you play it. So,
Yeah, sorry if I didn't say that in the message. It's strictly just like how anyone plays Odd Rogue. I forgot who I was watching or wherever Odd Rogue came from, and I just wanted, when I kept hitting that wall, I was like, I need 3 more damage. Guys, I don't know. Zerosia, you see my stream sometime. You're a moderator. I'm going to do more. Yeah. But what always happens to me, I'm literally 1 or 2 damage away from lethal every effing time. And I'm just like, I need that Zerosia emote that, oh my goodness, dude. Like, what is going on? Not to make excuses. It's the game. It's whatever.
That's always been my problem with Odd Rogue, is it always just comes at 2 or 3 damage short. And, you know, that is that last thing you need. I think you're right. I think you're onto something.
Yeah, if anyone better than me comes across this and they can, you know, trick it out, make it better, hey, that's awesome, man. I see in the chat, was it Matt at Arms? He said something about head crack. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, head crack.
Didn't even think of that.
Well, Matt at Arms is also another, you know, kind of mad scientist. He comes up with a lot of really good ideas.
Yeah, he does.
In cards to throw in unique decks. So
Matt at Arms is genius, man. He's fire. Yep.
All right, so you ready to play this?
Yeah, I just loaded up Hearthstone. It's taking a second. It's in that weird. It says loading, running, but it's not showing. 1 second here. I apologize.
Oh no sweat at all. Yeah, hit crack's a good idea. I was also trying to think of any other spells that could go in here, but there's not a lot of damage spells in the odd slot. I've always been a huge fan of Sinister Strike and Head Crack for that kind of last. I mean, Head Crack's basically, if you combo, it's guaranteed damage every single turn, and it falls right in there on turn 10. If you go that far, you can Darkmire into Head Crack, 7 and 3 mana. So that kind of works out well. So that may be something to tech in, you know, and maybe we'll check you out on Twitter, see if you give any updates of trying that out or not
Yeah. Let's see. All right, Hearthstone is now loading very slowly. I apologize.
I was say, let me know once you start searching for an opponent.
Okay. Let's see the tavern. Oh, got the logo. It's a little shiny. Hearthstone starting bright, and there we go. Come on, Hearth, let me in. I've paid my dues over the past 4 years. Come on, bro.
Hearthstone brew.
Let's see. All right.
I hope they do more with those characters.
Whoa! I just got 4 packs. Oh, is that from?
That's from your.
Yeah.
Your choose a champion.
Right. I chose a champion, baby.
I got my choose a champion pack.
That is sweet.
I got 2, so I'll open those at the end of the show. I haven't opened them yet, so.
I got 1 pack. I got a Think Dog for the wonderful 40 dust. Thanks, dog.
Man.
You're my dog.
My dog. All right. I got the deck queued up. I'm going to hit play standard.
All right.
Cool.
Soon as gives me the option to spectate, I will fight the spectate boss, and we'll get this thing underway.
One thing I like to do, I've just, not like, but I've learned about myself, I really push ladder ranks, like when it's towards the new set. So like in these next 30 days, I know I'm going to be pushing a lot of ladder. In the past month, 2 months, I've kind of just been trying to be more community involved. You know, make content. Obviously, I was in the UHL, made the top 4 there. That was pretty fun.
That was awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
you did a great job. I cannot believe. I mean, obviously, I had full confidence in myself, but when I actually won against Had, I was just like, dude, drenched palms. Like, oh my goodness, it was insane, man. Like, it was nuts.
All right, so we got a mage up first. So, what are you looking for in your opening hand, or in your mulligan?
I'm on the coin. Looking for some 3 drops. I would prefer to have one of my other 1 drops. I'm gonna assume this is a big spell mage or a temple mage. I haven't come across any other kind of mages. Have you guys, really quick?
There's the Murloc mage.
Murloc is
kind
the
of
only
falling
one
out
I've
of
seen.
favor. Yeah.
Okay, but for this mulligan, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
For this mulligan here, I'm probably going to send back the 3 on the left. I might keep the South Sea deckhand just to drop him turn 1.
Okay.
See if he survives, attack with it, and just go from there. Obviously, we know as aggro, we need to take the board first and push that damage. As rogue, no health, no taunts, we got to go face.
Yeah. Now, expect Murloc Mage to make a big comeback once the new set comes out, because the Mage legendary that was introduced today is Stargazer Luna. After you play the rightmost card in your hand, draw a card.
Wait, so, they revealed the legendary today?
Yes.
Yep.
Mage,
I didn't even know that.
Mage legendary. After you play the rightmost card in your hand, draw a card. Play a Murloc, draw a card. Play a Murloc, draw a card. Play a Murloc, draw a card. It's going to be ridiculous.
Damn, so that's insane, dude. I'm going to drop this 1 drop here and pass.
Yeah, Mage passed on turn 1. So he's probably... He mulliganed his whole hand, so he probably is Big Spell Mage.
Okay.
It's real popular right now against the meta.
Play the rightmost card. That's amazing. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of stunned on that. I don't want to get distracted.
It's pretty hinky. I like it. So you're obviously even you're odd odd rogue.
Yes.
So we're wanting to always weapon on turn 2, right?
Yes, because there's a chance that I can draw the Hench Clan Thug on turn 3.
Okay.
I always wanted hero power turn 2, just like in the event that can happen.
And are you going to attack, or are you going to hold it just in case you do draw the Hench Clan?
So I think for here, I think I'm going to hold it.
Okay.
I think I'll hold it. I do wish I had cheaper costing cards, the 7 and 9 out of here, but you know, you can only play what you draw. So
that's right.
After so many years of doing it, you just don't get mad. Well, some people still get mad, but I don't, you know. Let's see what he's going to do here. Here he is. Hero power? All right. Maybe he's got spells. All right, so no Hench Clan Thug. I would like to Firefly and then coin the SI, start pushing damage.
Okay.
Do you guys think it'd be better to deadly poison coin SI?
Well, he's going to be on 4, and you can't expect him to do anything but maybe put down a Tar Creeper.
Mm-hmm.
And the deadly poison will be useful for that next turn either way. So, I mean, both plays sound good.
Yeah. So yeah, let's get more bodies out. Let's play the Firefly coin SI.
I like it.
I'll start pushing some damage. See what he does here. Not just let him sit around and get whatever he's trying to collect together.
If he does Tar Creeper, he would have cast it last turn, so he'd have to top deck it. If he Tar Creepers, we can deadly poison. Oh, and the Ceramite Chain Gang's not bad either here.
Okay. That's interesting. So I could Flame Elemental into an SI. That's 2. 3 with the attack of a Firefly.
Or you could use your face and preserve the Firefly.
Yes, or I could use face, preserve the Firefly. That'd be the Zeroshio play. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, it'll get a damage in this turn. Of course, you get 2 either way. He's probably going to try to Dragon's Fury this turn, but this at least gives him a board that makes him want to use Dragon's Fury now.
Yeah, pull it out of his hand. Got you.
And we're probably going to Hero Power Deadly Poison next turn.
Yeah, good call on that. We'll spend 3 here, see what we draw. Yeah, I'm curious if he's got the Dragon's Fury. I got a feeling he does. Hero power for a couple turns, no minions. Come on, Kagdar. How do you pronounce it? Is it Kagdar or Khadgar? I don't even know.
Khadgar.
Khadgar, okay.
The fact that he's waited this long, either he's going to get a Hot Pocket and a Yoo-Hoo, or he just doesn't have it. Oh, he top decked it.
There it is. All right.
And there's the other Dragon's Fury. So we know. So he did not have the Dragon's Fury going into that turn. So
interesting.
It's good to know.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna Hero Power. Let's play that Deadly Poison.
Yeah. Just now that we know we have the Darkmire, Moonkin, and the Sinister Strike at hand, let's just get that damage to face.
Yeah, let's get there. I forget when it was, Zeroshio. Obviously during one of your shows, but I was watching and you were talking about multiple different lines of play. Like you think about a whole bunch of different ways before you actually make the move. And ever since I watched that, I think it was this show or you were in something. And ever since I watched that episode or listened to that, I've honestly been thinking that way ever since.
It's actually my Know Your Role. I think it was last year's Know Your Role.
Oh, was it the Paladin?
When I did Paladin.
Oh, okay.
That even if you're thinking of a lesser line of play, always think through it just because you might change your mind. Now we did draw into the Void Ripper, which, you talked about that Mire Keeper, the Darkmire Moonkin being a possibility to use that with the Void Ripper. So that might be something we set up for next turn.
So do you use your face to clear the 3/3?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
And then Redagger, yep.
Yeah.
And
all right.
Yeah.
Yep. And then Dire Mold. Yep. Let's do it.
Next
so you played Witchwood Piper. I'm gonna assume he got the 1/2 Artificer. Gains armor when you play a spell to the mana cost. Yeah.
Which we play really well with that anyways. With the dagger. Ooh.
Interesting. He hero powered my face instead of the Acolyte. He's got 7 cards in hand, so he doesn't want to overdraw.
That is interesting.
I wonder why he played it. Curious.
We don't have a way to get him to punish him for it. But
fortunately,
we can do like 9 damage this turn. If we Void Ripper Cold Blood and send everything face. Because that'll make he'll be able to ping it off, but that'll make the Dire Mole a 7/1.
Yes.
And that'll bring him down to what? 11 health?
11. Yeah.
11.
And then next turn, we hit him for 5, 6, 7. So that would put him at 4.
4, yeah. It's getting that gets close.
Let's take it for a spin. Let's do it.
I like it. Send everything face and make sure dagger up again so we have a fresh dagger.
Yes, sir.
So basically,
Hero power.
if we go this route, top decking a what could we've only used one deadly poison. If we use both,
One.
Just
Okay.
one. Yeah. So there's another one in
top
there.
decking a deadly poison would be lethal.
A 9, yeah. And see, doing that also made sure he used 2 mana for the ping. So he's left on 6 mana this turn. Okay, so
Ooh.
he
Okay.
did get 2 armor, so that helps him out a little bit here.
All right.
Do we pull the trigger on the Sinister Strike this turn?
No, I think you dropped the 2/8.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But if you drop the 2/8...
Oh, and then Sinister Strike this turn. Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. Let's hit him for 5.
Yeah, man, it puts him down to 7.
And he also has to deal with the 8 health. So we're looking at a polymorph. I'm assuming. That's
Or
what I would
Meteor.
have as a mage. Oh, okay. Meteor. True.
Yeah, there's Meteor.
Worthy target.
And he's low enough he kind of has to worry about it.
Let's see.
Ooh, this is a bad spot for us.
Oh, real bad spot.
We basically need anything 3 costs or less so that we can Vilespine that. That's it. There we go.
Let's see.
That helps. So
All right.
Vicious Vilespine will at least clear that minion. And then I say we just go face.
Yeah,
Yep.
Vicious, Slayer that, and let's go face.
He could create another water elemental this turn, but it doesn't mean he wins.
And he's got to clear that Vicious Flood. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there he goes. Come on.
Blizzard? Yeah.
That
Always
clears.
Blizzard.
Well, I guess that's better than him low rolling because he could
Yeah.
ping off. Arcane Tyrant.
Wow. Okay.
That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah, I like that.
So Blink Fox can get us burn.
What makes me nervous about that is it dies right away to this.
It does.
What do you guys think of playing Baku to get the big body out there and see how he deals with it?
I don't hate it.
Yeah, I don't hate it
This-
either.
Frostlich Jaina is obviously one of the most powerful cards out there. I love playing
Yeah.
it. I hate playing against it.
Yeah, once the mage can develop the Frostless Jaina, there's the Meteor.
Double Arctic. Oh,
double.
yeah.
I think this
All
might
right.
be the nail in the coffin for
Yeah.
us. And right now, Mage is
Definitely.
good against Rogue.
Killer. Yeah, so that's a well played there.
Yeah, I think that's... We can Blink Fox and see if we can dig out of this, but this may be all she wrote.
Yeah, we'll do it for fun. We're on stream. Let's see what we get. All right, we got a Leyline Manipulator. And second Blink Fox will net us a Breath of Sindragosa. All right, well, this is definitely a GG. Would you guys say best 2 out of 3? Or best,
Yeah,
was it? Right?
definitely.
Yeah. All right,
Definitely
well,
best 2 out of 3.
well played. Yeah,
We
once
did really
I saw
good
that.
up to that point, though.
Yeah, once I saw that Frostlich come down, I was like, oh, that's a wrap.
And I don't think there wasn't any kind of there was nothing else we could do. He just got that Jaina at the right time, and we weren't able to threaten lethal at that turn, which is what you need to do. You need to be able to threaten lethal the turn they want to play Jaina.
Exactly. So yeah, let's fire up another one.
Yeah,
Hopefully we can run into like a hunter or another rogue.
yeah, that'd be good. I'd love to see
Yeah.
like a mirror against another odd rogue,
Oh, that'd be fun.
because when he comes up that 2 damage short, we'll have it.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, hoping I can get a win here for you guys on stream. It'd be cool. This deck is, to me, it's a lot of fun. I've gotten wins with it before. I have it in Deck Tracker. I've been playing it since April.
But I've already learned a lot of things with this deck, and you've got my juices going right now with different ideas.
Yeah, plus with Mad at Arms suggestion with Headcrack, I'm definitely gonna play this once the show's over and tinker around with that. I don't know why, but I never even thought of that. I don't know. So let's see. I'm kind of nervous keeping this SI because I can't combo it obviously turn 3.
Yeah.
From your guys' perspective, I don't play a lot of Rogue outside of what I played from this deck the past 2 months. Would you ever keep an SI non-coin?
Not usually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would
probably
throw
not.
this whole hand back, to be honest.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Let's do it. Yep.
Dig for that Henge Clan Thug. Dig for those Fireflies, Dire Moles. There we go.
Hey, there we go. If you ask, you shall receive.
That's
All right.
That's our MO here on Hero Power.
I love those games where I just blow it open. Turn 1 minion, turn 2 weapon, turn 3 thug, and it's just over, man. It's so much fun for me.
So we're gonna open with that Dire Mole, obviously,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I like to keep Fireflies for combos. A lot of times I
Yeah.
see people just play it out, and then you don't have that 1 mana creature to activate the combo card.
Yep.
Ooh, Prince
This
Kellis
is
set.
good.
Okay. Oh, I just realized he's not a even warlock. Okay.
He's not, and he used the coin, so we're just gonna pump that down with our dagger, right?
Yeah. Let's take that out.
This allows us to deal with whatever he puts out next turn, most likely, and develop a vicious fledgling.
Well, I'm looking at your chat room. They have some good suggestions here. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Smart chat.
So
Ooh, this is that zoo deck. Okay, yeah.
yeah.
All right.
So there's a couple lines we can go here.
Okay.
We can clear the board
Yep, I see
by
it.
double Firefly Cold Blood and run the mole into the 2/3 and then clear the 2/1, or we can just face and mole the 2/3 and play the vicious fledgling. Which one appeals to you?
Can I throw out a third line?
Yeah,
Could we silence this with the owl? Trade the dire mole into the librarian?
I think I like that better actually.
I attack
'cause
the
if we
light warden?
develop 2 minions.
Yeah.
We'll have 2/2/1s on the board, and he's not gonna run something like Defile.
Yeah, exactly. Yep, let's do it. Because
Yeah, I like
yeah.
that one.
Once you play Kellis, I was thinking no defile. Yep. Okay.
You're not going to have a lot of silence targets that are worth it.
That's very true. Yep.
Yeah, I
Unless
like
he's
that.
got that surprise hook reaver, but I don't think that'll happen. Maybe. You never know. Let's see. All right, turn
Nothing.
4. All right.
So I think if we play the vicious fledgling, we'll draw some kind of removal, and that will set us up for a dagger up Henge Clan Thug next turn.
I like that. That's a
The
great play.
question is, do we want to vicious fledgling and cold blood to push damage, or do we want to develop another minion by putting out Firefly?
I think, based off the advice from Ridiculous Hat, I want to play the Cold Blood because this turn it's a 1 mana deal 4. If it doesn't get handled, it's a 1 mana deal 8 next turn.
I agree. Flappy Bird into Cold Blood.
Yeah.
And the reason I like this line is because we're going into his turn 4. He won't be able to Despicable Dreadlord.
Nice.
And I like putting it on the mole because it spreads your threats out a little bit.
Yeah, I learned that from MTG years ago. Don't always stack it on one.
This is great.
Let's see. Okay.
So we dagger up and we dagger and owl one of them down. We use the mole to clear another.
And then hit face with Flappy Bird.
Of course, we want to throw Henge Clan Thug down too, so he becomes a 4/4. Then we'll have a Flappy Bird that is buffed up.
All right, so for your VOD, let's do it in correct sequence. We're going to play the Thug, then Hero Power, correct?
That's right, yes.
Because I'm on the stream and it mess up my sequence.
Yeah, that's right.
And then I'm
we're
going to
gonna
attack.
face one. Yep.
Yep.
And owl the same
Iron
one.
Beak. Gotcha. Dire Mole, you've done your duty. Thank you, sir.
This is a
Flappy Bird
and
go.
basically it was a 1 mana do 8.
Yes. Ooh,
Wind
snap
Fury,
it. Wind
all
Fury.
day, every
Yeah,
day.
all day, baby. All right. Stealth?
Yes.
I like stealth.
I like
yeah,
stealth.
Do it.
Yep.
because it can't be soul fired.
Yes.
It can soul fire the 4/4.
Oh, he's got another one.
There's the Soul Fire.
Oh, there's the Soul Fire.
Yep. Oh, and he
Dreadlord.
discarded a Despicable Dreadlord.
Wow.
Now this is where it gets a little tricky. We can.
You can Firefly and
Vilespawn
Spawn one of them, but then you can't get rid of the other one.
Yeah.
I think though you still hit it, so he has to trade it into the vicious fledgling.
So
Or
are
we
we,
could just
are
trade
we
it.
killing off the vicious?
I think
No.
we have to kill off the vicious
No?
actually, because, and the reason I say that, we could hold it and let him do it, but then he has the power.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because if we leave it, he could. Yeah, you're right. It'll be at 1 health. I got you.
Yeah, he could use something else to get rid of it, and then trade in the Serenite Chain Gang into something else,
I got you.
and then we lose total
Yeah.
tempo.
So Engine in chat said we could have cast blood on the Flappy, and then use that to
Yeah.
combo the Vile Spine.
We could have, but I think I like developing the 1/2 better. Because now
Okay.
we can actually cold blood the Firefly and go face with it.
Or you can
Oh.
Fungalmancer.
Dagger
Okay.
Fungalmancer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
definitely.
Yeah, no question. All right. That's looking juicy right there.
Yeah.
So I
Run
want to
the
send.
3,
Go ahead, you guys go.
4 and face into the 2, 4.
Yeah.
It's in the 5,
They
6.
said 5 to face. Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
This is
That's
going to be
exactly what I was
harder
gonna
for
say.
him to deal with the 5/6. He'll have to trade a minion and use the other Soulfire, or use one of his Chargers. And we're putting him on a lethal threat.
Yeah, he's got to deal with this check right here. There's that Tar Creeper. What is
Yep.
this? Spellbreaker.
Silence.
Okay.
Still a 3, 4.
Yep.
Do we have...
Oh,
right.
there we go.
That's
There we
lethal.
go.
Nice, baby.
Yep.
Well played.
Nope. What?
What?
Yep.
Yeah.
it's lethal.
Okay, that works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking
Vile Spine.
Cold Blood, Vile Spine. Yeah.
This is the
Oh, I got
maximum
you. I
amount
see what you're
of
saying,
damage. So
Yeah.
either way, it worked.
Yeah.
Either way, you're going to get lethal. So
Got you.
nice.
All right. Cool. At least I got one on stream.
All
I didn't
right,
wanna
we're
drop
1-1. Going to game 3.
The icebreaker's done.
Nice. Yeah. Woo. Got a win on Hero Power. Sweet. I'm official.
All right, so one more. Let's just tie up this third game.
Yeah. Let's do it up. All right. Didn't get to showcase the Darkmire Strike, but it is more of a surprise element. So
Yeah.
I don't want folks to be like, "Oh, where is it?" It was just a surprise element. It's still an odd rogue deck. About 99.9%. Just switched out a couple cards. That's all.
And I like the text you've done. Some of the cards the cards you've left in there are the core odd rogue cards. So
Yes. Shout out to Blister Guy. He does great imagery, graphics. He'll show a lot of the one class, and then he'll show the decks. And on the left side of the image, it'll show the core cards. So, like you pointed out, the core cards are in the odd rogue deck here.
yep.
All right. We're going to get to another Warlock.
On the coin, I like keeping the fledgling and the Firefly, but throwing back the Vile Spine Slayer. Well, I mean, there's merit to keeping the Vile Spine Slayer because we have the coin. On 4, we could use it to get rid of a giant.
Got you.
So maybe we just throw back the Deadly Poison.
That's pretty smart. I've never actually thought of that before. Yeah.
Because since we have the coin, the earliest he can get Mountain Giant out is on turn 4.
Mhm.
So then on turn 4, we can coin out the Vile Spine to kill it.
Sweet. Matt at Arms, you're so funny. He's like, Michael has more wins than I
Well,
do in
this-
Hero Power.
This is not odd, or even Warlock, so we don't have to worry about
See.
that. I think we just develop a Firefly.
Yeah.
Because
No,
the
I'm sorry.
Firefly and our dagger will finish that off.
Yeah. Might be another Zoolock. It's pretty popular right now.
Yeah, it's definitely another Zoolock.
One of my favorite things about Hearthstone, we're in month 3, right, of the new set. This deck that just came out, it's so obvious. If you heal your hero, you can play 2 of those 3/3 minions.
Yep.
But I never thought of it before.
We
Like,
just
Oh,
now
yeah.
figured it out.
so I'm going to Hero Power, trade these all in.
Yep.
What do you guys think of that?
Yep. I like it. Yeah, I think somebody mentioned on Twitter today, I saw, I can't remember who it was, but somebody basically has just thrown the heal package
Mhm.
that you're seeing in this Warlock into Odd Rogue.
Interesting.
All the neutrals.
Yeah, because they're all 1 and 3 cost.
Voodoo Doctor, Fungal. Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Yeah, there's Voodoo Doctor right there. Okay. I think I'm gonna play Hench Clan, trade my face into that Voodoo. What do you? Oh, wait. Oh,
No, that's still not bad.
Oh, damn it.
No, it's not bad. I still think you Hinch Clan, trade your face in the 1/1 into the 3/3. You'll have a 4/4. So.
How about? Hold on. How about this?
Okay. Yeah.
What if you Hinch Clan, trade the Firefly, or no, your face into the 2/1.
Mm-hmm.
Not first. You.
Yep.
Let me go back. Hinch Clan, coin, South Sea deckhand.
Oh, okay.
South Sea and Firefly into the 3/3 and face into the 2/1. Face going last.
Face goes last. Chat, you heard him. Face goes last.
Because then you don't have the South Sea deckhand's charge activated.
Got you. So South Sea is going into the Ghoul?
Correct.
Yes.
South Sea into Ghoul.
Yep.
Check.
All
The reason it goes into the Ghoul is to minimize your face damage. So now if Firefly goes to the Ghoul and you take the Voodoo Doctor.
Gotcha.
So you only take 2 instead of 3.
Excellent.
Good line, Zeroshio.
Genius.
I don't know about that. We'll stop a good line. Now we did utilize the coin, which would have been helpful.
Let's see.
So, what about obviously hero power, attack the 1/3, kill the 3/5 with the 5/5 Hinch Clan.
Yes.
Unless Zeroshio sees something else.
The only reason I don't like that is because it makes an easy trade for the Hinch Clan Thug. I'm thinking more along the lines of run the Hinch Clan Thug into the Voidwalker.
Mm-hmm.
And
wait till we find a way to kill the Tar Creeper.
Yeah, but we could develop the go ahead and develop our dagger and hit the Tar Creeper one time.
Gotcha.
And then put down the Firefly, the Flame Elemental, and the Dire Mole.
All right, Dire Mole, Flame Elemental. My
We'll
face
take
is
a little
going.
damage here.
My face is going Tar.
Yep.
Tar.
All right, facing the Tar.
Yep.
This will make the Hinch Clan Thug harder to kill.
Yeah, Hinch
because the Tar Creeper will just be a 1/3.
And then take out the 1/3.
Yep. I don't hate that because next turn you can face and kill it with a 1/2.
Exactly.
I like that. Okay. That's cool.
We might be saving the Sinister Strike to combo with the Vile Spine Slayer.
Yes.
This preserves our board better so we're not punished by
Drinker.
Despicable Dreadlord. And he has to use a Soul Fire and discard.
What is he pitching?
Despicable Dreadlord.
See, if the Dreadlord was... If we had made the other trade, the Dreadlord would have just killed the Hinch Clan.
Would you look at that?
Beautiful.
Dude, this card is amazing. All right, let's go.
But see, if you looked at the other line we were going to do, the Despicable would have just cleared it.
Yeah, you're right. It automatically deals 1 damage. You're right. Yep.
Yep.
All right, so these are 3/3s. So we'll just clean them up.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, fellas. Making me look good. Appreciate it. All right.
You're doing all the work.
Nope, you guys are giving instructions. I'm just dragging a mouse. I'm just a guy. Just a guy. All right, hero power. What, another life drinker? What do you got here?
He's running low on cards in his hand, so...
Soulfire?
Did he boot it? Okay.
Oh, he faked us out. He faked us out.
Yeah, he's doing the old rope-a-dope.
Should I Voidwalker back? No, I'm just joking. That's funny. I wonder why he did that. To slow down the pressure, of course.
I don't hate the Voidwalker.
I don't hate Void Rippering him back either.
Yeah. So what if we dagger up
and
hit the 1/2?
Let's do that first. Dagger. Hit the 1/2. Thank you for flipping it.
Void Ripper, run the 3/1 into the 3/3, and then the rest goes face.
Gotcha. Let's Void Rip.
Yeah.
And we're not going to use the Sinister Strike because we want to save it for combo or extra damage.
Or lethal if we need it.
Yeah.
Yes. Lethal when we need it, yes. All right. It's down to 3 cards. You can tap for 4. Another Soulfire. All right.
What's this card?
Hey,
That's 4 damage right there.
Okay. 4-mana minion. Fungal Enchanter. Okay. So you're saying they put these neutrals into the rogue deck. I got to try that after. Thank you. I'm glad I'm on the show tonight. You guys are showing me some new stuff.
Well, we're definitely glad you're on the show.
So what I'm thinking, South Sea Deckhand into a Vile Spine. What do you think? Not worth it?
I don't hate that, mainly because he's running out of threats. Mm-hmm. But I would like to develop the Vicious Fledgling since he used both Soulfire. So I'm thinking more run the Mole into the 3/3.
Gotcha, yeah.
And then Vicious Fledgling, South Sea Deckhand, everything go face, then dagger back up.
All right. Let me not make that rookie mistake. Let me use him first.
Yep.
Seen that too many times. People will just play him out and attack first and not. And
this will give us a fresh dagger next turn, so we could possibly develop the Cobalt Scalebane.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm liking this.
And he has to deal with this Vicious Fledgling, or it's going to get out of hand.
Yeah. Flappy Bird, as they call it.
He's going to have to use one of his chargers, if anything.
Ooh, okay.
That's fine.
Let's see. Hey, there's our boy.
Let's do math here real quick. No, we can't do that.
So
I say we go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I mean, you've got 2 options. You can Flappy Bird into one, and then South Sea Weapon, or you can develop the Cobalt Scalebane this turn and just kill one of them. Or actually, no, you can kill both and still develop the Cobalt.
Or we can Sinister Strike Vile Spine, but I'd rather save that for the Darkmire.
Yeah, let's save it. Yeah, just for the sake of
I like the Cobalt line.
Oh, yeah. Well, Cobalt, where's my face going into 1?
Yeah.
1 along with South Sea.
All right.
We're going to run the Fledgling in.
Yep.
This Despicable Dreadlord kind of hurts this, but we got a counterplay for that.
Well, we know he's discarded 1 Despicable Dreadlord.
Yeah.
Yeah, he discarded 1. So he could get the other.
All right.
That
way
was
to spread it out.
Was
perfect.
Yeah.
What a perfect teammate. All right.
If he Despicables, he dies. No, well, he could do.
Oh. All right.
Okay. So now we're going to Deadly Poison Valspine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deadly Poison, Vile Spine, and Sinister Strike, that's lethal, right?
Wait, before I mess up, say it again.
Deadly Poison.
Yep.
Deadly Poison first, then Vile Spine, one of them.
Yeah, Fungal Manter? Just kidding.
Then you Cobalt into the 4/5.
Yeah.
Then go face. Let's see what we get off this.
Snap
Fury.
Yeah.
Face and Sinister Strike is lethal.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Let's do it that way. Sinister Strike. Game over, boys. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Couldn't get the Darkmire in, but hey, Sinister Strike. It's in the name.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
That was amazing, guys. That was fun. I like playing with you guys, co-piloting, because you guys show me different ways that I haven't thought of in a month, 2 months playing this.
And like you said, that's always been my mindset. And we've talked about this on the show before, and I've talked about it on other podcasts. There's always more than one line in a play, unless you are only top decking. And just because you think you have the best line, and you know that the other lines that you could do are probably subpar. If you think through them and think, well, what do I do the next couple turns if I do this lesser play, and it might end up turning out better or be better tempo in the long run, it may be the best line, even though it's netting the least amount of damage or the least amount of board control. But it also might convince you that, no, that first line is definitely the best line of play. And this isn't something I adopted necessarily on my own. I actually picked this up from Firebat. Firebat talked about this a lot on his stream, and how you always want to think through every single line of play. And it might go back to the very first one you thought of, but at least you thought through them all.
Yeah. Well, I always thought that you were the creator of that advice, so I'm going to attribute it to you because I heard you say it last summer, and ever since last summer, between your advice and coaching with Nate Wolf, I've dramatically increased my gameplay. So
Well,
I
Matt at
appreciate all
Arms,
you guys.
Matt at Arms in chat says, "Don't forget to use your hero power. Isn't just a catchphrase."
That's right. It's a way of life. And there have been many times that I have forgotten to use my hero.
Yo, that's
It's
dope.
funny. That whole don't forget to use your hero power, when they came to me about, hey, do you want to do a podcast? And I shot up the idea of the concept of the show and that we would call it hero power. They were like, yeah, that's a good idea. It's like, but the only caveat is I have to be able to say, don't forget to use your hero power at the end of every show.
And he has.
It's genius.
So
I love it, yeah.
all right. Well, again, thank you for coming on the show. We loved having you. Everybody make sure you give him a follow at ML Streams. Check out all of his new awesome content coming.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it was an honor to have you. We feel lucky we were able to work it out to get you on.
Yo, for real, man. I want to thank you guys. I've been fans of yours for years, so to finally make this happen, it's dope as hell. I got a lot of projects going. Sorry, tongue tied. You can follow me on Twitter at ML Streams. Stay up to date. I'm always tweeting stuff, so that's the number one source to see everything that I'm doing. Instead of shouting a bunch of stuff out, just come follow me on Twitter at ML Streams.
And a real quick throwback. You've been following us since back in your Blackarot days.
Yeah, that was was like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
A fan, being a huge fan of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved your username before you changed it, obviously for good reasons, to ML Streams. But yeah, you've been with us since the days of Blackarot.
For real, man. Oh yeah, good old times. Thank you for saying that. I forgot about that. Yeah, good stuff. You guys are awesome, man. I appreciate it, honestly.
Yeah. So, man, again, it was so awesome. And, guys, that's going to do it for us this week. If you have any questions or comments about the show, please email us at heropowerpodcast@gmail.com. If you have any questions about the deck, send them in. We'll forward those over to Mike to be answered for you. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button below on YouTube if you've not done so already, or give us a follow on Twitch to be alerted when we go live. And if you're interested in checking out our Discord, you can find all that information over at patreon.com/heropower. Until next week, good gaming.
Bye, guys.